been raining here for a few days now, and I've finally been able to get out on the bike. I gave the bike a good wash this morning, cleaned it up, lubricated and all that sort of stuff. And you know what? It's a normal sort of thing. You wash your bike, you get it all right, then you go out and find some dirt tracks to hit. And you know, the tracks are a little bit muddy today, so I'm just putting around. The main thing today is we're looking at the Insta360 camera. I purchased this some time ago and I've utilised it in a few of my videos, but today I wanted to come out and just look at different angles. So at the moment what I'm doing is I'm doing the side view shot, which basically I suppose replicates a rider riding beside you, filming you as you go along. And you know, it's not a bad little angle. The other angles I'm doing is from behind, a bit like a drone shot, and also from the front as well, looking back in different positions. So basically with the Insta360 I will do 3 different angles, one from the back, front and also the side. And the good thing about them all is you can play around with the Insta360, move things around, thus it's called a 360, so you get that full 360 view of the world. So what I'm going to go through here is a few tips and tricks that I use to try to get this footage. I'm not an expert at it. There's plenty of videos out there on the Insta360, and yeah, but this is my view of the world, I suppose, my Insta360 view of the world. Now I've got the camera sticking out the side there at the moment, so one thing you got to watch out for is the obvious thing, that you keep well to the side of the track, all right, depending on which way you're filming. So here I've got a bit of wood on the road here, so I've got to watch out for this, because I don't know if I'm going to fit through here or I'm going to have to drag that camera in. Right, we're going to get through. So things like that. So, you know, viewing it and making sure that you've got plenty of clearance out to the side, up above, and you know, all over the place, so to speak. So alright, so I'm going to move this back in and we'll look at a few different angles and talk about it and discuss it. And also play on the side of the road somewhere and talked about different mounting points and the unit that I'm using here, also the clamp as well. Alright, so let's pull up. I'll keep the camera rolling here. Switch the old bikey off. Alrighty, let's get off. Okay, as I was saying, I've got the camera out the side here. I can see that the pole itself is nice and wet there. One of the big things about setting up an Insta360 is to have that nice and straight. So this is the invisible pole that they sell. Now, when you do your footage, you basically cannot see this here. It unstitches it, I suppose, takes it out of the footage. The thing about it when you set it up is to have that in perfect alignment all the way. So it's basically going from that point to right through here. It's blocking that out. You're not getting it. So when it's doing its filming, it's doing its little magic there, bringing it all together, cutting that out, then stitching together so you won't see it. So here we have the side shot. You can see it sticking out a fair way. This is I think it's a 1.2 meter extension on this. You can get them up to about 3 or 4 meters. I'm not sure how you go riding around here with something that long. So okay, so that's the first point there on the side. So I'm using the Insta360 grip. I'll put some links down the bottom as to what all these bits and pieces are. This grip here, absolutely love it. Now on my bike, I've got quite a few mounting places for the GoPro. Spin around here. Got one down here so I can get the shot of the wheel. One up here, one over there, one over the back as well, and also the helmet mount right here. So quite a lot. The Insta360 can connect up to these with the right attachment. I've got the attachments, but the main thing is you've got so much variety with this. This spot's a great little spot for getting a side vision of your bike. It gives you that second person view of the bike, a bit like they're riding along with you, or a car or something like that's following you, and they're filming the side of your bike. So the great thing about it is you can adjust that to all different positions. So you can use the 360 software to pick up the movement on the front wheel, your foot movement, the rear wheel, hand grips, all that sort of stuff, because it's looking at all this area here. And obviously it's being 360, it's picking up right around and over the whole lot. So great position there. Once again, make sure that's bloody firm, because if it comes loose, there's going to be some great footage of it dragging along the ground. All right, let's have a look at another spot. So if you're game, you can attach it to something like this, to get some great footage of your front wheel bouncing around, or spin it around, focus on your feet, back wheel, the front, whatever you want, you know, so you got that full sort of motion around there to turn that around. So in my filming, I use a combination of the GoPro and the Insta360. The GoPro tends to stay on my helmet and gets those front shots and walking around and harassing people and stuff like that. And the Insta360, well, gets the full 360 view. As I was saying earlier on, one of the things I really like about it, using the Insta360, is that I get that 360 view, and when I get back and doing the editing, I'll see something in the background. Maybe it's the rocks up on the hill, or the vista or something like that, and I'll think to myself, well, I would have really loved to have filmed that. With the 360 I can use the editing suite to spin it around and get that picture and pick it all up. So yeah, that's done in editing. I suppose one of the downfalls of using the Insta360 is you use their software first to process your film where you want your angles and all that sort of stuff. Then you have to transfer it to the actual editing suite and use it there. So it's a bit of a double whammy, a bit of double work, but I think it's worth it in the end. So the beauty is, with this sort of system here, especially this clamp, is that you've got many options for attaching it to your bike. So we've got on the back, on the side, the front. You've got all this rack work here that you can attach to. And just be careful when you get onto the thinner stuff, that this is actually taking purchase on there. It's actually getting a nice good hold on there. You do get different size rubbers inserts for this thing here. I just carry one. I generally go for the nice big fat bits of tubing on the bike, attach it. So the rear there, plenty of space there. You go off there, I suppose, here, right through here, up here. Yeah, I was showing before, through here. Some people attach it to the mirror, or up there, handlebars, and like, you get the picture, you know what I'm saying. So, plenty of options there. You do that with the Insta360 or the GoPro clamp as well. I prefer the Insta360 because I can film the whole day, get home, look at my footage, and go, gee, I wish I captured, you know, the vision on the side of the road. Looks absolutely splendid. Splendid indeed. So with Insta360, just like GoPro, you actually get an app that you can use. I've got it set up on the bike here. That's what I can see at the moment. I'm not sure how easy this is to see on the GoPro. The GoPro and the Insta360, you might be having a bit of a battle. But watch this, guys. See, I can move things around. So that's what I can do in editing as well, move things around to look at the shot, see what it looks like. I haven't got very good lighting today, but we'll work with that. So this will give you that sort of I suppose, a common front view that you'll see on YouTube a lot with motorbike riders. You know, Nerb, Riding with Tom uses it a fair bit. He also MVV DBR uses it. One of the more well-known ones like Itchy Boots, and I suppose to a lesser extent $1 Million Bogan, they all use this sort of footage as well. They tend to have their cameras mounted up here. I have noticed that Itchy Boots is now using a Insta360. She's got it mounted over here, and also a GoPro 11 there and a GoPro 11 up here as well. So getting quite a lot of angles there. I think I'm about to run out of battery, so let's just see what we can get down here, a bit of footage before the battery finally dies. Right, let's go. Let's do it. Yeah, unfortunately the sun's going down on me, and it's a cloudy day. I shall be whipping these sunglasses off in a moment and just relying on the shield on the helmet. I can feel a bit of rain. Insta360 as it is rainproof. At the moment mine isn't, because I've got a little side cover off, which I have to take off to run the Insta360 mounts for the sound system, the microphone, the Rode microphone. So I'll be taking that off in a sec. I don't want to get any water in it. Hey guys, a big thank you for watching today. This was the Insta360. I've shown you different mounting points, mainly the back, the middle and the front, and what you can do with it. I'm sure there is literally thousands of different ways you can position the camera and different angles and all that sort of stuff. And there are people out there that are a lot more familiar with this camera, and obviously professionals use it, so it must be pretty good. GoPro, you've really got to lift your act. I think you need to come out with a 360 style camera and solve some of the issues that you've had running for many, many years with that camera. I'll still use the GoPro. I've got a GoPro 10. I'll still use that. I think it does a pretty good job. But this thing, as I learn more and more about it, is sort of, I suppose, jumping forward, leaping forward beyond the GoPro itself. So, guys, please like, share, subscribe, all that sort of stuff really helps me out. And if you've got any comments, put them down below there. I'd really like to hear them. Sun's going down. I'm running out of battery. I think there's a few dark clouds coming through, so it looks like we're going to get a little bit more rain. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Keep upright. Thanks.